Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today we're going to talk about how everyone out there thinks that Naiko Takiguchi made his oversight that only girls or women can be sailor fighters, and how there were no men sailor fighters or sailor keepers, but that's not true. Oh yeah, you got that right, Jordan, it's not true. Well, Sailor Star Fighter Dustin, how does it feel to know that you and Julian and Jordan are the only men to ever be sailor fighters in Sailor Moon's world? Well, it's a great onlook to be the only men to be sailor fighters in Sailor Moon's world. You know, Jordan, there are going to be so many folks that are going to bring up the funny books, the plays, the song plays, and say that in those world we were women who somehow passed herself off to look like men. Only in Sailor Stars 1995 YL and Stars 2023 YL that we were men. And a lot of folks didn't like it, Jordan, because a lot of folks said it went against the oversight that some folks, say that Naiko Takiguchi or Takenshi said. But if there's no truth on there. There's no websites. And there isn't no whiffs in those websites. And there isn't any films out there where this was said. Then where did it come from? Well, your guess is good as mine on that one, Dustin. It is cool to know that you are the first man sailor fighter out there. And very few folks in the Sailor Moon followership or in the Sailor Moon's world can say that. Yeah, fuck. So many folks in the Sailor Moon followership truly believe that Naiko Takiguchi or Takenshi, whoever you say her first name or kin name, they want to believe that she said that. They do. A lot of them are going to say, oh, she did say it. But they're not going to do any of the work to show it to you. They want you to take their word for it. But when you look for it, and there isn't any whiffs on any websites, and there isn't any films on any websites that say she said it, then I think they made it up. I think in their mind, they wanted to come up with the grounds or to why there were no men sailor fighters. And that was the only answer that they could come up with, is that only women or girls could be sailor fighters, because they didn't see any men sailor fighters, at least from the first to the fourth following. By the fifth following, when they saw men sailor fighters, the Sailor Starlights, the free lights, when they're not being a sailor fighters, it went against their held belief that there were only women or girl sailor fighters out there. And a lot of folks believe that Naiko Takiguchi and Toei had a falling out over how the Sailor Starlights were handled in Sailor Stars. Well, if that was true, then they should have had a falling out, because Jordan, Dustin, and Jillian, the Sailor Starlights, the free lights, were men again in Stars. So anyway, that's all the time I got talking about this. If you're one of those folks in the Sailor Moon followership who believes in that oversight, then more might to you, I say. But the bind of truth is on your side. If you believe it's a thing, then you need to show truth that it's a thing. And if you can't show any truth to it, then it's only that the truth is, it is only a belief. Alright, give this film a like, play it, share it, playlist it, beloved, and I'll see you later.